Well, welcome back everyone to Hope Island. I really hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. Am I right? Am I right? But nah, all kidding aside, welcome back guys. It's really great to have you guys here. Really great to have you guys enjoying the series. I know this is really freaking fun. I haven't loved a project as much as this in such a long time. So it's really great to have you guys all back in here for yet another episode. And today we're actually tackling 3 new animals. We're tackling the Capuchin monkey, the tufted Capuchin. We're doing the Aoudad, which you see right here, and off camera we actually handle the Asian water monitor. For the time being, I'm just going to plop the Asian water monitor press room right here because you don't actually see any building for it, and I don't really want to give anything away. But we kind of retrofit Chandler's habitat to make way for Jakarta, our beautiful Asian water monitor. So it's really great to have her in the zoo. Hopefully we can get a nice breeding male for her soon enough, because I would love to get some Asian water monitor babies. That'd be a really fun thing to have. But essentially what we're doing right now, we're making the Aoudad mountain. And I do realize this is a little bit big, but since the Aoudad is essentially our flagship animal going forward, I really did want to give these guys all the recognition that they deserve, and I really wanted to make a huge habitat for them, because by the end of the series, I have also kind of decided, I think we should go for pygmy hippos and giraffes. I saw a few comments from today's video saying that we should go for them, and honestly, that sounds like a great end goal right there. So we're going for pygmy hippos and giraffes. That's going to be a really fun build to do. Plus, I think we can integrate some other habitats into like the hippo house or something. I don't really know. But this habitat that we're building right now is very much so based off of so many New England zoos, be it Southwick's and Capron Park zoos, Old Aoudad enclosure, and Roger Williams. It's essentially just a big pile of rocks. Nothing more than that. It's just a big old pile of rocks. But we do throw in some like twigs and branches, essentially some very, very cheap theming, which you would see a nice low budget zoo like this do. And we also hide room for an exhibit animal in the holding house right next to there. So hopefully once we do get our hands on something, we should be able to display it right in there. And we do have these nice concrete walls going on throughout the entire exhibit. They're nice and freshly painted right now, but I think as we age the episodes going forward, I do want to go back and honestly make some trees bigger, maybe trim some trees back, maybe even rip out some trees and plant new ones. I don't know. It's very fun to world build kind of like this and really essentially, I don't know, just create these nice little ideas and habitats. And we also do cut off most of their habitat right over there because they wouldn't really use the back part. And I essentially designed their habitat with the null barriers so that they don't actually go down on the ground that often. They can go back and forth from the barrier all pretty well. Well, not the barrier, the actual gate itself, but I really wanted to make sure that they're making full use of their habitat, because one of the main problems I do have with Planet Zoo animals is that they always prefer shade, which a lot of the times, a lot of the animals in Planet Zoo don't really like that. A lot of animals prefer sunlight. Like the reptiles, I've always been so confused about the fact that they always go for shade instead of staying out in the sunlight, which is very weird. And especially for Aoudad, they very much prefer to stay out in the sun a lot of the time. But everything being said, who can complain all that much? I'm really happy with how well this one came out in particular. So we kind of do this little bit of an overhang over here just as a way to get them some cover, because when it does come to New England, our weather is pretty bad. And I wanted to make sure that they had a nice little room where they could go to if they are being kept on stage to kind of just stay away from the rain. And you can see them from the guest perspective absolutely perfectly. So that's everything I've ever wanted for this little habitat right over here. And as a way to implement some more realism, I do plop down just a little bit more right down there. Concrete, just as a way to make it feel a lot better. And we also do put in those smoke effects as well, just to make it feel a lot more alive. Now that we actually have our Aoudad in there, we do have some problems with them climbing up on those rocks, which they really aren't supposed to be climbing up to, but we fix that with our null barriers, just me checking them out. I really do love the Aoudad. That was made by Frazzle. If you guys haven't already checked out Frazzle's work, he's made the North American porcupine as well. He's did the mass palm civet. He's done so many amazing mods, and I feel like he's a very underrated modder. So go give him some love if you guys do want some more unique animals, especially Zorilla. That'd be a really fun one to get for this as well. Maybe even Riverbend, we can implement those guys. But essentially just going through here and decorating the rest of the habitat with our nice little crowberry bushes. This is essentially all freshly planted. That's why I have like all the bright brown mulch right there. That's why I have the tiny cypress trees. Those guys will grow up to be big later down the line when we actually do age our zoo up just a smidge more. That's something that I do want to keep in mind as we go through the series. I do want to make sure that we address these elements of progression. Cypress trees tend to grow pretty fast compared to normal trees, so I do want to make sure that we're accounting for that as well. And we're even throwing some dead trees in there just to make it feel a little bit more like a desert, because Aoudad do come from the desert. They come from like North Africa, and a lot of the times you get these nice rocky outcrops where they like to hang out. And we also add a lot more drin grass throughout the entire place because it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I love using it wherever I can. It's insanely helpful, and it makes all these builds stand up, especially the Triordia grass. That's perfect for like weedy areas. Oh no, I really do like it. And last but not least, we do work on the Capuchin habitat. Nothing crazy over here. Essentially what you just missed was me placing down another version of the aviary that we've gone through and used so many times in the past. It just works extremely well, and I don't know, I'm just very happy with it. So we give it a little bit more structure, a little bit more definition by adding these posts over here. We double them up, and we also use the India facade pillars, I don't really know, just to give it a little bit more concreteness out of concrete. So we add those in there, and the Capuchins actually love to jump on there, so much so that they actually escape their habitat like all the frickin' time, and it's super annoying. But hey, all things being said, I wouldn't want it any other way. They're not going anywhere, and we actually do use this blueprint. I forget who it's by. Oh my gosh, I feel so badly, but it's by someone in the ZSU community, and I'll be sure to link that in the next video. I'll be sure to address their name. I am so sorry because I talk to them like almost daily now, and they're such a fun little community. Again, I do want to address the fact that they'll open the server up when all the systems and the functions get ironed out for automation and stuff like that, so definitely do keep your eyes peeled for an episode that does say that. I'll let you guys know. I'll even put the link down below if they so want me to. But it's just a really fun community nonetheless. And here we are, just giving that building a little bit more purpose and adding a few more trees out throughout the environment. And look at that. We are here with the cinematic shots. Everything being said, this is turning out extremely well. And we now have 100% of our original roster all set up. Our next episode, we actually do have a couple new additions, so those will be really fun to integrate. I'll let you guys in on all the story, and I'll also show off like where we got the animals, their press rooms going forward. I forgot to add them in here, but I'll be sure to go back and post and add them in. But thank you guys so much for watching. It's always a blast with you guys. Be sure to comment down below what maybe we should do next. You know, I'm always happy to hear some ideas, what needs to be improved right away, what can kind of stay the way it is. But everything being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will see you guys all in the next episode. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye-bye now.